Hello guys, welcome back. In the last class we have seen the chloride shift, right? So I told you that I'll be continuing. I asked you to remember this proton, okay? So now these H plus ions are the deal of the day. So today what are we going to learn is we're going to learn something called as the Bohr effect. Okay, so we are going to learn something called as the Bohr effect. Bohrefect. Okay, so we're going to learn something called as Bohr effect. Now what is Bohr effect? Now Bohr effect is, now let us take for example these H plus ion concentration. As the H plus ion concentration is increasing, what's going to happen is the acidity increases. As the H plus ion concentration is increasing, okay, the acidity is going to increase. As the acidity is increasing, the pH decreases. Okay, lower pH, more acidity. Now what is going to happen is at the tissues, now I've told you hemoglobin is like this, correct? Now to this hemoglobin, okay, to alpha and to beta chains, to this hemoglobin we know that the oxygen molecules are bound, correct? We know that to the hemoglobin the oxygen molecules are bound. Now what is going to happen is, as the H plus ion concentration increases, these H plus ions come and bind to these hemoglobin chains, okay, the alpha beta chains. So as the H plus ions come and bind to the hemoglobin chain, what is going to happen is in this hemoglobin chain there will be some conformational changes, okay? There will be some conformational changes. Now when there is a conformational change, what is going to happen is, because of the conformational changes, once these protons are coming and binding to the hemoglobin molecule, because of the conformational change, the hemoglobin molecule is going to unload its oxygen, or rather the hemoglobin molecule is going to give away its oxygen. Okay, so how can you explain this Bohr effect? This Bohr effect is when there is an increase in the proton concentration in the blood, it causes the oxygen to unload. It causes what to unload? It causes the oxygen to unload from the hemoglobin, and the binding of oxygen to hemoglobin, once the H plus ions are bound, this oxygen is unloaded from the hemoglobin molecule, and this unloaded oxygen is taken up by the tissues. Okay, so this is what that you should know about the Bohr effect. Okay, now one more important thing about the Bohr effect is the reverse of this Bohr effect is called as the Haldane effect. That is going to happen near the lungs. Okay, so again I am repeating the Bohr effect. It is very simple, guys, don't get confused. Okay, it is just when there is binding of the protons, okay, because of the release of the protons, when a carbonic acid is formed, the carbonic acid is going to get converted into HCO3 minus and H plus. These H plus ions, whatever H plus ions are there here, these H plus ions are going to decrease the pH. Okay, so this decreased pH drives the oxygen of hemoglobin. Okay, it's going to remove the oxygen of the hemoglobin, making more oxygen available for the tissues. Okay, so more and more oxygen is available for the tissues. Okay, more and more oxygen is available for the tissues. Okay, so elevated pH, okay, is going to increase the affinity of hemoglobin for oxygen. Remember this, that is the reverse of this one. Elevated pH means increased pH, correct? So increased pH is going to cause the affinity of oxygen to hemoglobin. Okay, affinity of oxygen to hemoglobin will increase, but here it is not elevated pH, it is decreased pH. Because the pH is decreased here, this decreased pH is causing the oxygen to leave the hemoglobin and go. So this is called as what effect? This is called as the Bohr effect. Okay, thank you.